Murph, how's it going, mate? You alright?
I'm not too bad, Adam. How are you?
I'm marvellous and I'm excited, and I'm always excited when I do these videos, and people have probably picked up on that I always fucking say that, but I've been playing some Trials Fusion, mate, and I want to talk to someone about it, and apparently I'm the only cool kid because I love Trials, and apparently you are also a cool kid because you like Trials, right?
Yeah, well, I never played any of the old ones of 360 because that was never my kind of thing, but the new one, Trials Fusion, came out. It was on sale a few months ago, so I picked it up, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite fun, actually, and I wasn't expecting to be as good at it as I was. I'm not the best or anything, but I managed to get through most of the levels, so I am interested in this new thing that we're going to talk about, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, they announced it during E3, and it's kind of weird because one of the complaints I had about Trials Fusion, because I'm a big Trials fan, I think I gave one of the games a 10 out of 10, or at least a 9, I can't remember. This one I think I gave an 8, because I felt like it kind of lost a bit of the soul from the previous games. And this DLC, I think it kind of gets it back, and I'll explain why. So, first of all, I've had to keep a browser open so I can remember the name of it, because this is called the Trials Fusion Awesome Level Max DLC. Which is a stupid name, but it's kind of is what it is. This DLC is essentially a track pack, but instead of a bike, you ride a unicorn and you're a cat with a handgun. And the unicorn breathes fire as you jump around, and the physics are all a bit different, and the levels are incredibly creative, and that's why I say a bit of the soul's back. So I say levels because it feels almost like a platform game now. Like the first level, you have to get the blueprints to unlock the unicorn cat thing, right?
I'm following.
Second or maybe third level, I can't remember. You have to kind of get the band back together and resurrect the cat race, this ancient cat race, and you actually have to do all three of them. So you go along a bit of a track at the beginning, and people are probably seeing this. You go along and you get into like I forget what they're called, but you know those medieval weapons where you cut the cord and it throws a giant rock.
Catapult.
Yeah, catapult. That'd be the word. Well done. Fucking hell. A catapult, yeah, simple.
Yeah.
But you get in one of them and it throws you off into the distance, and you have to collect like the first person, and then after that you go sort of back and you get in the catapult again. It throws you off a second place, and you sort of keep doing that until you've unlocked all three, and then you finish and the track's like 3.5 minutes long because of it. It's kind of cool. They're really unique. Like there's nothing else like this in terms of racing games, if you would even call it a racing game, because I always thought Trials are kind of a platformer because of the Twitch based stuff, you know.
Yeah, I get it. So I'm just curious, how do you control, so when you're on the unicorn and you're the cat, how does that control, and how does it get difficult like how the bike did? I mean, having to get over
it's
it,
exactly
being
the
a
same.
balancing act. So does it control the same?
Yeah, you hold down the right trigger and you accelerate, and you sort. It's probably a palette swap in truth, and the feet. I mean, it's kind of stupid, but kind of in that cool, like, you know, it's stupid in a good way.
Does it feel like weird that you're doing the same balancing act on a unicorn? Because like a unicorn should be able to jump over rocks and stuff, if you get me. That's what I'm trying to get at.
It does. Like the physics feel, I want to say off, but that sounds like I'm saying they're bad. They feel different. Like it doesn't feel the same as a bike, even though it probably is. I really like that part of the DLC because it's so different and unique, and also shows like some of the levels in this game. Like I forgot how creative these tracks are. And these ones are like that. There's one like fucking hell, you're going along and it constantly like transports you to another world, and then you go along a bit and you're about to you make a jump and it looks like you're gonna crash, and so it suddenly transports you back to a different world, and you just keep going all over in and out of time and space, and it's disorienting, but it's kind of handholdy because you can't. I guess you can crash in it. But it's actually, this DLC is not just the unicorn stuff. Actually, they've done this thing like Red Links versus All Stars, I think it's called, and this is another track pack, a part of the DLC. And what they've done is, I think, is it 8? It's 4, 6, or 8. I can't remember without looking at it. But what they've done is they've taken like the best members of their community, that because you can create your own tracks, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
They've taken that and they've collaborated with people to kind of make like, here's our tracks versus your tracks, and so there's like the two little menus with tracks from Red Links and tracks from the All Stars, who are their community, and they're really good as well. Like, it just shows kind of what can be done, because I've looked at the creation stuff, and it's like every other game, like Little Big Planet or everything. I just can't be bothered. It's not for me.
Yeah, I get it. It just sounds like they've had a bit of fun with DLC. You know what I mean? Like they made like a game which is more you know, you said he lost the soul a bit. I do see that because it did look a bit almost like coloured by numbers type thing, just your standard racing platform type thing. But with this, it just seems like they've put a lot of fun into it and just been creative and, you know, just done what they wanted to be, a bit more imaginative.
It's exactly that, and it should be worth mentioning as well that another thing I remember when it first came out is that it didn't have multiplayer. I think it had local. I'm not even 100% sure it had local, but it definitely didn't have online multiplayer. That's since been patched in, but that wasn't part of the game when I reviewed it. Right. That's kind of cool, and they have seriously updated this game. Like they sent through some patch notes and stuff, and they've just. It's like there's something like the 17th title update or something like that. It's ridiculous. They've really made sure that they just keep on top of it.
It does sound really good. I need to ask, what does the cat's gun do? Do you actually use it, or is it just for
at the point of recording, I haven't finished the last track, so to my knowledge, nothing. But it's all kind of like, as you jump around, the unicorn will blow flames out of its nose and stuff like that. So it's all aesthetic. There's nothing.
I thought it'd have been like a cool if it was like a grappling hook type thing, or you'd swing from like swing over gaps, or if there's a gun you'd have to shoot stuff out the way. So it's a bit.
It's possible, but I don't at this point. I can't say for sure. I'm going to play some more of it, to be honest with you. I actually would recommend this. If you, I tell you what it's really done is I accidentally deleted my Trials Fusion save, and I had finished the game. Like I'd done all the courses as I always do whenever a Trials game comes out. And I kind of haven't got it in me to do all those really hard ones again. Like I remember, I don't know if we did a video on it. We might have done, where I think I was like 60 fails just trying to get over one jump on the extreme courses. I haven't got it in me again to go through them all. But it did remind me how good a game Trials is, and Trials Fusion's no difference. It's really good. So if you haven't picked it up, I'm sure people can get it for like 10 quid now, I'd have thought.
I think I got it for like 6 when it was in a sale, or something really cheap. So I'll give that a go.
That's right. This DLC is great. I mean, I wouldn't say that if you've not finished it, like rush out and buy it right away. But it is really cool and different, and it's not. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's a cat with a gun riding a unicorn. It's good. It's really good. On that note, Dan, people can find you at Mabroski on Twitter.
Yeah, they sure can. Come and say hello.
I'm at GBSF. You can follow at God is a Geek. You can subscribe to us, youtube.com/GodIsAGeek, just in case you're seeing this somewhere else. And yeah, do like and comment and subscribe, and we ask you to do that because we kind of want to know what you think. And if you hate us, tell us you hate us. That only fuels our erections. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.